make that connection also?
Sure, absolutely, because I've said this for many years that the doorway to the next level of life is always smaller than the previous door. So I say that because I believe it's the plan of God that we go to the next level with less baggage than we had in the current level. So I may have packed for, I got 5 suitcases, but in order to go to the next level, I'm gonna have to let one of those suitcases go. And in that suitcase is, past mistakes, past disappointments, past frustrations, all, whatever you can put in there. And so, because the next level, there's no room for that. And so, and when the Apostle Paul is talking about over in Philippians, he says, this one thing I do, and I love the way that's written, this one thing that I do, he says, forgetting those things which are behind, and I press towards the mark of the high, the mark of the prize of the high calling in Christ Jesus. So, but notice how the emphasis he put on the one thing. The one thing. Now, we would think one thing would be prayer,
right,
or one thing would be worship.
Yes.
But he says the one thing that I do is I forget. Because remember, Paul's past wasn't the greatest, right? So in order for him to step into the fullness of who God has now called him to be, and to step into the fullness of his identity, he had to, identity in Christ, he had to let go of all of that which was quote unquote baggage before he met the Lord.